was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun, meeting different players, get to know guys, spending time with them, so it was a lot of fun.
Anybody you bonded with in particular?
Philip from Fresno State and Jonathan Banks.
The guys you knew before? You just
No, didn't know him. But had a good conversation with Jonathan Banks out there, and got to know Phil a little bit. Got to know a little bit of everybody, so it was pretty cool. Jonathan Franklin and Money Ball, so got to know a few guys.
Any disappointment the way the ceremony worked out?
Obviously, you want to win, but it is what it is.
Did you think you were going to Did you have a good feeling about it?
I mean, you always, you got to think you're going to win. I feel like I had a pretty good season, but, he won, so, he must have deserved it.
What about the teammates? They text you right after. Oh, man, you got robbed.
A lot of people text me, just saying congratulations. You had a great season. That's pretty much it.
K-State, what do you kind of know generically about them?
They're good. They got a good quarterback. They got a solid defense, so it should be a pretty good game.
Anything specific about the defense that
They just get around. A lot of guys that make plays, especially those guys that are corner number 3 and 24. Two great cornerbacks that make plays for the team.
Did you encounter Klein out there?
Yeah, we talked.
General conversation?
Yeah, general conversation. Congratulated each other on the seasons we had. Wish him luck in the Heisman. Just stuff like that.
No trash talking?
No trash talking. I'm not that kind of guy, nor is he.
Did you have a nice break? Did you have a little chance to rest your body a little bit? I figured we've been going at this for 4 months now.
It felt like 5 years for me. But, no, a little bit of time here and there, but, my body's held up pretty well throughout the season, so there's not too much to recover from.
Has it kind of sunk in that you're kind of in that last stretch?
Yeah, definitely has. Definitely has. Talking to my family about it, talking to Michael about it, even to Coach Cam about it. It's crazy how time flies, but you just got to take it for what it's worth.
Coach Cam will say
just enjoy it. Live in the moment. Don't look too far ahead. Don't look too far back. Stay in the moment. Stay present.
How about Michael? Did he give you any advice on the award season?
Have fun. He said enjoy. He said you don't know how it's going to turn out, but just enjoy the time that you're there. Get to know guys and just take the experience for what it is.
Is it easier to prepare? To have this much time, does it make it easier to attack another team when you have a lot of time?
Well, it makes you become hungrier for a game, because you're preparing week in and week out with no game to come until January 3rd. So, there's a lot of time, there's a lot of build-up, you get anxious, you get nervous, so there's definitely hunger for a game.
Familiarity of being in Arizona, obviously.
Yeah.
It's nice,
nice, good weather. Fiesta Bowl is a great bowl to be a part of. Being there 2 years ago, was it? Yeah, 2 years ago. So, it's a great bowl. We're glad to be there.
In terms of coming back, were you delayed? What happened in getting back this year?
Yeah, I got delayed. Got delayed in Utah. The flight coming in from LA couldn't leave because there was too much fog, I guess.
Was the delay having to go through that worse than maybe not wanting to?
Yeah, sitting in the airport is never fun. Just sit and wait. But I got to talk to the basketball team that's playing Oregon. It's Idaho State. Yeah. So I got to meet them, talk to a few of those guys. So that was pretty fun.
So you talked yesterday about how you didn't know what bowl you were going to, so you were talking about schedules and practicing and things like that. And I'm wondering, he said, in the summer he sets the whole schedule up. No matter which bowl you go to, you figure it out, you get the file, and that's your practice schedule. How much does that help you guys?
You just don't have to worry about anything else. You know what the schedule's going to be. You know what it is. So there's not a need to stress about, okay, what time do I have to be here? What time do I need to be here? Where do I need to be? You don't really have that stress, so it makes it a lot easier.
Is that a little thing or a big thing?
It's a little thing, but little things make up for the big thing. So they're all one big pot of things.
And then finally, to beat this horse completely dead, you're going to be practicing at the same high school that you practiced at 2 seasons ago. Does that make a difference?
It's just a practice field.
Thanks, Kenjon.
No problem.